You're my honey bun, sugar plum, pumpy umby umpkin. You're my sweetie.
Ayo.
You know what's the ratty berry like it? For such a gosh, you can cup it. Flower dance, yeah, dance.
Hi guys, and welcome to the first episode of Single Days, where some days you are just better off on your own. So as you can tell from the title of today's episode, it was filmed at the Furballs dog cafe, and I can't really say the acronym of the dog cafe in this video because, well, you know. Yeah. See guys, look. I dressed up for the occasion. Woof woof. Alright, so I'm here, but I'm kinda early, so I need to wait, so I'm just gonna rest here for a moment. Are you kidding me? For those of you who don't know, the Furballs cafe is actually located in Bugis Plus, level 7. And given that most of my viewers are Singaporean, I don't think I need to explain how to get to Bugis Plus via MRT, right? So being surrounded by other customers as well as adorable little balls of fluff, surely you won't be alone in that cafe, right? Wrong. Well, I didn't really have that much interaction with the customers at first, and mostly was like this mother-daughter duo who helped me to take a photo for my thumbnail. But even that interaction, I feel, was self-initiated. I also didn't really get to talk to them much because, you know, they were speaking Chinese. My Chinese kind of sucks. So, and the dogs, well, they're generally quite well behaved except for this one corgi. So this corgi, I think apparently he has some beef with this like small pup. So yeah, these two dogs, they pretty much have to be separated by like this barrier, and every time we cross over to the other side, right, we need to make sure like the doors close all times. But like, it's still pretty bad because like every time like the corgi like sees the small pup through the glass, right, it'll just keep barking non-stop, and like it just scares off the rest of the customers, including myself. The dog sent me into some PTSD thanks to his barking. So like I just, you know, sat there and I was just so scared to like interact with like the rest of the customers and the rest of the dogs. But then like it hit me, you know, like, hey, just because you can't get along with this one dog, it doesn't mean that you can't get along with like the rest of the dogs, you know. So yeah, I got up and like tried my best to interact with the other dogs. But it seems that although the dogs are like generally quite friendly, it's hard for the attention to be reciprocated back. Bye-bye.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
I tried everything from petting the dog to like using the toys on the floor to like every time I try to do that, like almost instantly their attention just switches back to like someone else. So I was like, hey, you know what? No one's gonna give me attention unless I actually put in the effort to like try to interact with them. So I bought like about $9 worth of like 4 packets of treats, and I gave it to them, and I genuinely got a better response. Hello. Hello. Oh, please sit here. Okay. Right? As compared to just now when they were like avoiding me like the plague, some dogs would actually like try to like, you know, sit on my lap, while others just like took the treats and go. But yeah, that's okay, that's fine. For the final 15 minutes of my stay, I actually bought an iced chocolate, and for the rest of the 15 minutes I just spent some time to myself, you know, just chilling before I left the cafe. So that's been a very traumatic 15 minutes just like hearing waffle barking. I think I finally have some time alone to myself, so yeah. I think I have a lot of time left though, only like 10 minutes, then I have to zone. Anyways, I got an iced chocolate drink over here. So pardon the noise, it's like quite crowded here. I think the place is generally better to go there since there are actually board games, and well, you know, you can't really play a board game with just one player. So but if you're someone who loves dogs, then you can add this trip as one of your many solo adventures. I know this might sound like it's a very boring experience, but I actually learned some insightful things. For instance, like I mentioned before, like there was this one corgi who was like super aggressive and stuff, but like I said before, why should I let that one corgi stop me from like interacting with the rest of the dogs? It's kind of like the same as, you know, trying to make friends in real life. Like, oh, you know, like there's this one person in a group of like 10 people who doesn't like me. Why should that stop me from like trying to make friends with like the rest of the 9 people in the group? And it's actually like kind of the same thing for relationships as well. Like just because like you had one failed relationship, it does not mean that you can't get together with someone else, you know. Like you just gotta keep trying. And another thing that I'll add, when I was like interacting with the dogs, right, it wasn't easy, right? Like you had to try to get their attention in like so many ways, and in the end, like only like one method works out, which was, you know, buying the treats. My relationship with the dogs in the cafe is actually like the same as my relationships in real life. Like if you want someone to be your friend, or like even like your boyfriend or your girlfriend, you need to show that you want this relationship to work out, and you need to show that you want this relationship to work out, and so you need to put in a lot of effort and a lot of work into like initiating that relationship. No one is going to talk to you unless like you yourself initiate the conversation, right? And so I actually talked to like a few of the other customers before I left, and we actually had some pretty good conversations. So yeah, I guess I would say that dog cafe experience turned out to be like a relatively great experience, even though I didn't really interact with the dogs that much. But that's okay, because the most important thing is that I learned something and I actually grew from that experience. So that will be all for this episode, and thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!